Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I just have to start this video with a thank you to Paris Jackson for snapping me out of a 7-week depression. I had a really bad summer. Starting with Sasha's passing and being in that summer class, which is now over. Paris Jackson said fuck you to Michael Jackson fans, and I've literally been smiling for 2 weeks straight, just like laughing and smiling every time I think about it because it's so funny. I guess this happened back in June, but I just found out about it a couple of weeks ago. The history of this is when I said fuck you to Michael Jackson fans, I got a 2-year ban from Twitter. But Paris is free to say fuck you to Michael Jackson fans, so I love it. I've been smiling for 2 weeks straight, so thank you to Paris for that. They were apparently upset that she was booking tour dates and performing on the anniversary of his death. But if these were actual fans, they would realize that, in my humble opinion, Michael Jackson never died. He's probably arranging these tour dates for Paris and managing her career. He's not dead. So that's what I think. Feel free to think whatever you want about that. And Paris, sorry to hear about your engagement that is no longer a thing. Like, sorry, not sorry. I get not the one vibes from this guy. I can't help it. I think whatever happens, happens for a reason. I feel like it's probably for the best. So, yeah, apparently she was engaged to this guy and it ended and she's sad about it, but everything happens for a reason. Not the right one. That's what I think. This guy low-key gives me... Have you guys seen one of my favorite holiday movies is Serendipity? And this guy just reminds me of the douchebag musician boyfriend from Serendipity who plays the clarinet or something. This guy, his name is Lars, and he's like the musician boyfriend of the main character, and he's clearly not the right one for her, and you know, they're engaged and she falls in love with the other guy. But yeah, this guy gives me Lars vibes. Just one more thing about Paris. Like, the thing that rubbed me the wrong way about this engagement from the time I heard about it, thank you for letting me be yours. She said that to him. I feel like you should never have to thank someone for letting me be yours. Like, that's just, I don't know them. I don't know the dynamics, but I didn't like that. You don't have to thank somebody for letting, like, you don't have to thank them for letting, like, he should be on his hands and knees so grateful that you loved him. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to thank somebody for that. So, anywho, I feel like there's somebody better out there for her, in my opinion. All right, moving on. Let's talk about this fucking creep show, Funny Face. The only adjective I can think of to describe this movie is vomitrocious. It makes me ill. It makes me sick. I can't stand it. This dancing man in a skirt is in all of the song and dance numbers for the most part. This movie is about fashion, and they turn Audrey Hepburn into a model, and it's, you know, it's whatever. I think it's like the 1950s, and there's some pretty fashion in the movie, like there better be. It's the 50s and they're in Paris and they're doing like these photo shoots. So that's the one positive thing I can say about the movie, but the rest just makes me sick. Like, all of those people in the pink skirt suits or whatever, they're probably men. This character just will make you ill throughout the whole thing. So we need to talk about this song and dance number where they just keep repeating, think pink, think pink, think pink. And like, why do I make these videos before bed? Because that's definitely going to give me nightmares. And he ends in this extremely masculine pose. That's like the end of the dance number. So let's think about this. I do want to briefly talk about the rest of the movie and how like sickening it is. But think pink, think pink, think pink. So clearly, you know, I have this connection to that where pink, okay, why is that such a big deal? So years ago, I remember like whatever armpit of the internet I was exploring that day. I was just reading some conspiracy content and always read the comments. Like you guys from my own channel, like the comments are a gold mine, a wealth of information. And I remember somebody saying the reason that this brand is pink, like Victoria's Secret pink, and why that was such a big deal had something to do with, believe it or not, adrenochrome. Am I saying that correctly? If you guys haven't heard of this, I'll try to briefly explain it. It's kind of crazy, but I was trying to Google like what color is adrenochrome because what the comment said, the reason this pink, that Victoria's Secret pink brand is such a big deal and it's on all the shirts and at the time it was on the butt of all the sweatpants and everything, they were saying that adrenochrome is pink. But I wasn't finding that right away. But I did enough digging where this here said in solution, adrenochrome can appear pink. Well, to me, that's not like solid enough of an answer. Like that wouldn't convince me of anything, right? I encourage you all to go on the Wikipedia page for adrenochrome. There's some extremely interesting information there. But one of the things I found, like, I feel like I found the answer I was looking for. Other names for adrenochrome are pink, adrenaline. So pink. Okay, so what is adrenochrome? Adrenochrome is a chemical compound produced by the it's late. I feel like I can barely read right now. Oxidation of adrenaline. Okay, right? Adrenochrome, adrenaline sounds similar. On the Wikipedia page, you're going to find information about the links to schizophrenia and other brain related type like mental issues. Please check out this page so you can get all of the information. It's very interesting, especially the section about in popular culture. There's a lot of links to adrenochrome. It's like mentioned in all of this stuff. The Doors of Perception, Clockwork Orange, all kinds of stuff, okay? Why is this so popular? Okay, and I love that it goes into conspiracy theories right here on the Wikipedia page. Adrenochrome is the subject of several conspiracy theories, including QAnon and Pizzagate, in which the chemical plays a similar role to satanic ritual abuse stories. I'm sure you guys can read. I'll let you go ahead and read about that, but the stuff I've read about adrenochrome is like really bad. Like they like torture people and drink it. Yeah, pretty dark stuff. So then it's not too hard or it's not too big of a reach if you've got satanic occult people making movies that they would be celebrating shit like this, right? So the next time you shop at Victoria's Secret pink stores or buy the pink label, just understand it's probably linked to some pretty crazy stuff. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Back to this movie. there's so many moments that are just pukish. Like, there's this whole song and dance about like how to be lovely or whatever the name of the song is. I don't care to look it up. And they're singing and dancing how to be lovely. And it's clearly, I think this is like a little man, and it's harder to tell with this person, but it's clearly two men with babushkas and these stupid skirts, um, dancing around like how to be lovely, like basically how to be feminine and act like a woman because you're not one. And we've got to talk about balloons, guys. There's this whole scene in here in Paris with the balloons, and it reminds me of somewhere on this channel I mentioned this little French film that I used to really enjoy when I was younger called The Red Balloon. And it was this little boy running through Paris chasing after a red balloon, right? And it's a silent movie. It's the whole thing is him. And the only word he says is balloon, balloon, like he's chasing after the balloon. It keeps getting away from him. And it's a cute movie, but it's a red balloon, which reminds me of It with the red balloon. And somewhere on the channel, I looked up red balloon. Like I was trying to find, all right, what is this freaking balloon? Why is it always red? And I, of course, went deep enough down the rabbit hole to find links to like child abuse and that kind of thing, like sexual abuse. So, I'm not saying that that's what all these balloons mean, but I did recently watch another movie on Netflix several months back. What was the name of it? Shoot, I'll put it in the comments, but it was all about this little boy who went missing, and there was the theme throughout were these different colored balloons. So what else? It reminds me of the movie Up with the balloons. I actually love that movie, the little animated movie Up. Then there's the Black Phone. I'm just trying to think of movies with balloons off the top of my head. If anybody saw the Black Phone, they're coming out with a sequel. I am somebody that really enjoys like scary movies for the most part. I like horror movies. I did not like that one. It was very dark. It was all just about kids getting like kidnapped, and kind of like the whole concept was just you're like terrifying these kids and capturing them, and they're in fear the whole movie. Like there was nothing enjoyable about that to me. I think I'll pass on part two. I didn't enjoy part one. It was creepy in just a bad way. I like creepy things. It was just weird and bad and dark. Like, why is this a thing? Like, why is this even a movie? But yeah, the balloon thing is very sus to me. Again, not sure why I do this to myself before bed, but this is Kay Thompson, the person who's in that movie. Some creepy ass photos of this man with lots of makeup on. Interesting pose, like a phoenix type situation, or what do you call it? Would that be the Osiris Egyptian pose that he was doing? Crazy town. So, Fred Astaire is in that movie, Funny Face, and honestly, I am completely turned off of Fred Astaire after watching this movie. He's a creepy guy. Probably a creepy woman. Who knows? If the women are men, then that would mean Fred Astaire is super graceful and an awesome dancer, because he's probably not a guy. I'm just speculating. I'm not making any bold claims, but this movie's a freak show. And Fred Astaire is kind of creepy in color. Most of the movies I've seen of him are black and white. Like, I really enjoy old musicals and all this song and dance numbers, but he's a little creepy in color. I did not enjoy this movie at all. Oof. I want you guys to look at something. This is Fred Astaire, right? I mean, just look at the face. It's Fred Astaire. So under my funny face part 1 video, somebody left a great comment. I'll have to go back and see who that was. And they were basically saying, hey, like, look at Laurel and Hardy. Pretty sure that's Fred Astaire. So here is Laurel and Hardy. So was that just Fred Astaire, like, playing a different character? Or, you know, who knows what these people's real names are? But to me, I'm so glad, whoever that was, thank you so much for that comment. This one blew me away. One of my favorite conspiracy topics are like the people playing multiple roles and like actually pretending like it's a different person. That is fascinating to me because it's like, why? Like, why is that a thing? I'm assuming it might have to be like a bloodline thing, like they're playing multiple people to make it seem like there's more celebrities than there actually are. What are your thoughts on that? Like, is it purely for deception, or just they're playing multiple characters, like I said, just to keep all the wealth within their people and nobody else? Who knows who this person is in reality, but check this one out. I mean, come on. How did our grandparents, like Laurel and Hardy are from, like, that's from a long time ago. I guess, like, how did our grandparents, like, miss this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this was way, way, way before the internet, and all you have are magazines back then to go off of and seeing them on TV. But there's like Fred Astaire wearing a little top hat as always and a bow tie as always. I mean, that's just, it's him right there. Okay, here's a actual picture of Fred Astaire. And there he is with the hat, like a hat and a tie, bow tie. Crazy stuff. Oh, of course, the person that said about Laurel and Hardy and Fred Astaire can't get right. I've got my eye on you. I definitely think this person is an insider because they're always giving me some like very hot tips about stuff. And they also said Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly could be played by the same person. And I did Google that when you left that comment. You know what? I'm going to make another video and we will compare Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly. And we will also explore Fred Astaire and Bing Crosby. You won't want to miss that. I was blown away. Thank you, Can't Get Right, for your comment. We can make that the next video. I have so much stuff for you guys. I just wasn't able to make stuff as much as I wanted to over the summer. I was in this class. I did really well. The last day was yesterday. Got all my work in. And I have a nice break from school for a while. So I'll be able to make more videos. All right, this is completely random, but I'm not making a separate video about this. Somebody was watching those Don Plum videos that I had posted, and they were looking at pictures that I showed of James Cameron, and they were like, hey, I think you should look at pictures of the dad from Family Ties, Stephen Keaton, played by actor Michael Gross. And I don't know. Anything is possible, but there was one major difference between these two people that I found. And did you guys ever think that Michael Gross, or we'll just say like Stephen Keaton or whatever, To me, he always looked like a completely different person with a shaved face from how we would normally see him. Whoops, there's a reason I show that. Oh, hold on. All right, here is Michael Gross as Stephen Keaton, the dad from Family Ties. I don't know. Like, he always looked so different to me with facial hair than with the shaved face, but maybe that's just me. Okay, so I specifically showed this picture because to me he's doing like a Freemason pose, so that's why you saw this. I forget what this is called, but that's like a thing. That's very helpful information. This is a thing. Mark Master, maybe something like that. Then you have James Cameron doing whatever the hell this hand thing is. Illuminati pyramid, maybe something. These people are so messed up. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Michael Gross and James Cameron. Do we have a match? I'm leaning towards no on this one, and I don't mean to be mean, but here's the main reason why. I was going through pictures of Stephen Keaton, Michael Gross, like, I can't believe, like, the time I spend on some of this stuff, but he has excellent dental hygiene to this day. His teeth look really great. His smile and teeth are downright impressive, right? Like, he takes extremely good care of, he's up on his dental work. He has a nice smile, nice, straight, clean, white teeth. Is James Cameron kind of doing that same pose here, or is his finger too low? That's from a video. Maybe they just captured him at a moment, but I thought I'd show it just in case. And here he is with, like, here's James Cameron with the Michael Gross beard, but I don't know. I don't truly think we have a match on that one, but I could be wrong. You guys let me know your thoughts on that. I'm just going to say we don't have a match simply because, like, the one guy has, like, amazingly perfect straight white teeth, and, like, I was pretty startled going through pictures of James Cameron. Like, his teeth are like a little bit of a mess. Yowzers. That is not pretty. I'm sorry, like, you have enough money for, like, a top-notch toothbrush and top-of-the-line toothpaste. Like, this is unacceptable. Your mouth kind of like... I have to go to sleep. That was so mean. I should not have gone there, but I'll see you in the next video. Good night. Bye. Thanks for watching.